Yo. Let me switch on the light. Lighting is bad. Alright. Does that make it better? Yo, ladies and gentlemen. Mans. Fuck. Okay. Let me see. What can I do? Let me see. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Right. Wagwan. Today we're going live, man. We got your boy Andrew Tate, Dubai vlog.
Look, my phone's wirelessly charging.
Yeah, but mine's plugged in. I mean, yours is.
I live further into the metaverse than you.
I've just got my stupid little small screen.
Steven Seagal. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Steven. Ah, the cigar they got from Steven Seagal, man.
Oh, wow.
Like, gee.
Show me power.
You wasn't looking on the front. We didn't sit down there like that.
Woo! Get that Lambo!
I thought you guys met. This is the Watch Warlord, mate.
Lovely to meet you, bro. Absolute pleasure. I can see why they call you that. Yeah. So I'm getting there slowly. Slowly.
Oh, bro, you never had a cherry, right?
Oh my god, that delicious.
Where are they from?
Australia. How can I start talking?
They're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. They do test them out. You're right.
Now, these guys are known as the Sulcatas or the African spirit tortoise.
How many wives?
The African spirit tortoise.
Well, from each of the wife can lay around 60 up to 80 eggs. Not with all.
That shit is crazy.
We always enjoy the life.
This is the town.
Ah.
From now, stuff change.
One, 3 months, 6 months for the
It was far this morning.
They don't want us work, they've had to go online. It's very good. Very good street.
Man, this man's chest playing, dibbly dabbling. Yeah. Look at it. Making a noise. Love the shirt, man. Woo. Look at that McLaren, man. Like, bruh.
And that, even though it's convertible, doesn't feel any different. Like how sometimes you can tell. There's no, I don't know why.
It's our top convertible car at the top. That's why it's so nice. It's all it's a coupe. You go parking in Romania, you can see like the two like way on the top of the ocean.
Dude, I'm a big guy.
Bro, it's essentially freedom. If I end up taking our top convertibles are the best, right? So that's the world.
Hey. Hey. Angelina. Hey. Woo. The boys are actually living it up in Dubai, bro. Like, for real. Like it was no cap. The Bugatti Chiron.
There you go. You get
Don't let her.
the only girl in the world that gets the.
She gonna drive the Bugatti. The Burj Khalifa.
Right, down in one.
Man, like it's actually quite crazy, bro. Like, man, I'm sorry for the lighting. That is bad, but yeah,
Remember that?
we'll fix it up soon.
You're gonna fight. You're not my brother. Contact me if you know. I was 18 and a half years old. I didn't train for months after this. I go back to the gym, I'm beat the shit out of me. This is the single greatest thing my brother had ever done for my life.
You have to. You just make endless money because unless you're a workaholic, you're a loser.
Look at the beach, man. Look at the beach. Look at the. Oh. Man, shit is going crazy, man. Like, whew. Let me reestablish you. Where did I put you at, homie? Man, I need some lighting in this bitch. Look, for real. Oh, donkey bolt shift. Nyeri some fun. Nyeri some fun.
Yeah, perfect. Nice.
It's good, man. Moving up in the world. I stayed in Dubai a few years ago with you here,
Yes.
and I had an apartment at the Marine.
Yes.
Now you're at the apartment in Aruba.
Yes.
I'm up here. But in 4 years' time, you'll be staying here. In 4 years' time,
I'll be here
you'll be
for
up.
I need to go, man. I need to go buy one. Like shit. I have one. Wait a minute, I bought one. Yeah. Okay. But it's not here. We'll get back to the real studio soon, man. We're just moving around. Just at another place, man. Just to react to this, man. You know, man. The GMC. Who's getting married? Cadillac steering's on the left. Shout out my nigga Andy Vibes,
Yeah,
man.
smash McDonald's right now. I'm not gonna lie.
KFC
Or KFC.
in the desert.
No, McDonald's. Iced tea, chicken sandwich, chips, ketchup, done.
Big Mac meal.
Out in the desert. Looking like a bad man. Pure badness.
I hired from I'm thinking of myself. I'm
Sand surfing. Let me see what can we do out here, man. Let me see how we can.
It's sad if you don't make it out. If I sat here and said for the last 10 years I've been shooting from KFC, you'd be like, man, your life fucking blows. But it's a funny story. It's a story of victory.
Right.
Because I made it out. No. You're ready to my grandpa.
Yo! Alright, this lady sharp as this thing, man. Oh!
Oh yeah, bro.
Saxophone. This lady sharp as it like cray. She quite great. She quite great. Ah. Thank you, boy.
Hop right here. He organized absolutely everything, so.
Shit. Like, it's actually quite crazy, bro.
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
11 weeks, Twisted Tate.
I can see it in your eyes. You're all I've ever wanted. My arms are open wide.
Look at the fruit. Look at the cutlery. Look at the fruit. Look at the cutlery. Look at the jewelry. You know, man, I'm tired. We've been out. We've been in the city. You don't know. We've been making videos. We've been at them bricks. Making them breathe. Making them beat. Get the trap line ringing beat. Nah, man, we'll stay working, man. Like, on a serious note, these guys are like inspiration, bro. Like, you know, no matter what they say about these mans, man, they are like inspiration, man. It's something crazy, it's something weird, it's something, you know, unusual to the public eye. But man, yeah, man, like watching them right now and a vlog of him, it's actually gang interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I had one. I had one. If I didn't get a single one, you don't want. You don't want. Why'd the man not put it here next to me? You can't try and look. I hear it. I did kind of get me. You knew I was going to do it. I was trying to be. I was trying to be civilized, and then I broke this, and I realized it's all gone wrong. It's a free for all. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. There's no civility anymore. So I used my hands. Rules are off. Yeah.
in la Bugatti, and ruin la Bugatti, and ruin la Bugatti, and you know, Andrew Bugatti, Andrew Bugatti. Watching the UFC. Move low. Andrew Tate in la Bugatti, Andrew Tate in la Bugatti. Pure badness. Ango demon. Andrew Tate. Top G, top G.
Just follow us. Not out.
That shit crazy, bro. That shit was 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 crazy. Let's look for the red pill boys. Let's look for the red pill boys. Austin Dunham. Austin Dunham. All right. Let's see. The real reason why men are
used every day.
I'm sure you have heard it by now, but a lot of men are single. Even CNN has decided to report the fact that most men are not getting dates and are not getting laid. However, myself as a dating coach, where I literally make a living by helping men get more in their dating lives, what is the reason for this? Now, there are a lot of speculations, a lot of theories. Some people blame the men, some people blame the women, but what is the true answer? Well, today, we're going to dive into both perspectives. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you why I think majority of men are single and or deciding to be single. Subscribe, like, let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing I want to address is the female perspective. So I came across this article. It's a very biased article, let me also mention. And let's go ahead and read it together. This states the real reason why men are single, and it's not from women raising their standards. All right, we're already off to a biased POV. Let's see what she says. The presumption of there being a lack of good women in the world that is leading men to focus more on themselves is sad and disheartening. One, it's not true. Two, the lack of insight stems from ignorance or just simple not knowing to put more in pleasant terms. Women are everywhere. So there has to be some good somewhere in the middle, right? All right, so this thing, I do agree, right? There's definitely good women, there's good men. However, finding good men and finding good women on both equal parts can be pretty hard to find. Even me myself, with my dating history, my dating experience, I have to dive through a crazy amount of women just to find that one diamond in the rough. So trust me, as somebody who has dated a lot of women and also who coaches men, it's still hard to find good women, especially in America. Now she dives into what is good by definition. It's morally excellent, virtuous, righteous, pious. To take it a step further, let's look at the definition of virtuous, conforming to moral or ethical principles. All right, so a good person who's lived by some type of moral ethical code. And I have a hunch that no one defines a woman as good in the eyes of some men. Not sure if I agree with her here, but I do agree with her definition of what good means, what it means to be a good person. Now she gets to the part of what are men really looking for. The technological era that the world is currently in has shifted the way humans see and interact with each other. The days of needing marriage to start a family or to obtain economic stability are over. That is quite true. We have seen the marriage rates falling than what it has been from past generations. Even me, myself, probably never going to get married. And that's for a lot of reasons in which you guys probably understand by now too. But it's facts right here. Women have taken the bag and ran with it. And literally, where does that leave women the time to cook and clean, to make her man her word or prize to submit? Comment sections are full of disgruntled men on how modern women are the world women of our feminist era. So time. Duh. From my biased perspective, she's correlating the fact that since women make more money, since women are more independent, that means that they shouldn't still submit to the man, that they shouldn't look at her man as the prize, which kind of conflicts, right? That's not the way traditional gender roles work, especially in relationships if you want to last long term. I think that's the issue that men have. Yes, a woman can be independent. Yes, a woman can make her own money. But at the end of the day, if she doesn't respect her man, she doesn't see her man as a prize, if she doesn't quote unquote submit to her man, which submit doesn't mean be a slave to, it just means like acting your feminine nature towards her man. You play the feminine role and the man plays the masculine role. That's the way society has always worked. That's the way it should continue to work long term. However, since men are realizing that's not the case, men are going up their countries even, shout out hashtag passport bros, and men are just taking account of that. And that's why dating has also gotten so hard. But however, this article writer truly isn't seeing that point to the full clarity as she should be. If cooking and cleaning and submitting are the main things men are looking for, then you're not looking for good. Traditional skills alone don't define good anyway. You're looking for control, dominance, and an ego boost. I can already tell you, the woman writing this is somebody I already wouldn't date, right? I feel the masculine energy coming through the words that she has written. She thinks that looking for control, dominance, and an ego boost is something involving through his woman cooking, cleaning, and submitting. That's just natural feminine gender roles, right? That's like her saying, I'm looking for a guy to provide and protect, who's taller than me, who also makes more money, and I'm looking for the same exact things. But it's okay for a woman to look for that, right? But however, for us men, if we want the opposite, if we want the yin to our yang, that becomes an issue, right? Makes no sense. Now let's see what she has come to find out. Is that some men view good as a woman who is a therapist, maid, and porn star who doesn't ask the same in return. The men who are more concerned about women's skills in the bedroom than her heart posture or how fast he can get her in the bedroom without finding who she is and why. I'm not sure what type of history or background she's running this from, but in my experience, most men don't operate this way. They don't want their girl to be the therapist, the maid, maybe the porn star. I'm not gonna lie, right? Everybody wants somebody to be good in bed.
Okay, John Craig. Can you please move? Ads. Skip. Thank you.
However, that doesn't mean that's the only thing they're looking for and they're just using them as a placemat, right? I feel it's for the woman and realize and make the man understand why she is a valuable asset to his life through her feminine, nurturing sort of energy. And it seems through the woman writing this, doesn't really understand that. Now, the end part of the article, she says men are supposedly exiting the dating scene out of frustration from a lack of good women. But honestly, men can find good because they are not good. And you can take that to the bank. Damn, mic drop right there. So overall, I definitely don't agree with this article. But the last point I want to give a little bit more perspective to, and it could be true in some cases. And that's why I want to dive into why I think now most men, or a lot of men, 1 in 3, according to the statistics, are single, whether voluntary or involuntary. Now, before we get into that, speaking of pleasure in the bedroom, if you're one of the lucky few guys who are actively Bluetooth, is that
Yep, Bluetooth.
Women don't like most men. Works best for you and what you're trying to accomplish. Level, check out the link down below and use my code Dunham for your first month free. Now back to the video. Now I'm going to look at it from both perspectives once again. I'm blaming the woman, but I'm also blaming the men too, so stay tuned. And the first reason that I believe a lot of men are single is because just most women don't like most men. I just read Myra's new book. It's called Why Women Deserve Less, and he really hones in on this point. But the truth is, most women just simply don't like most men nowadays. And there's a lot of reasons why, right? The first reason is due to inflation of options, right? The grass is always greener through the social media and dating apps, which have really, really boosted women's egos. We have talked about that a lot. Also, not to mention the 90-10 rule due to those options, meaning that 90% of the women are usually going after the top 10% of men and what they find the most attractive in the realms of looks, money, and status. So on dating apps, for example, if you're not looking the best, then probably you're not going to be able to gather the most attractive matches or the most matches overall. If you're in an environment where status is more important, if you have no status whatsoever and you're working as a cook at a fast food restaurant, then probably most women are going to notice you, especially the woman that you want. Now, some other points I can mention is that most women marry up. There's been more brainwashing through social media. Women don't actually need men anymore to actually survive. Once again, they make their own money, as we talked about before. And then average woman versus the average man. We have seen it time and time again. The average woman has access to higher status, more attractive men versus the average guy really doesn't have the same access that even an average woman would have nowadays. And because of that, it's kind of skewed up the dating dynamics, which overall has made it harder for men just to land a single date. Trust me, running my own business called The Digital Romeo, where I teach men how to actually get more dates online, I've seen it happen in real time for guys who are actually not even that bad looking. And that moves me into my next point and how I'm blaming the men is that men simply aren't evolving. What I realize is that most men don't know how to navigate the new sexual marketplace, especially online. Most men are still trapped into this game theory where it's all about communication, volume, and cold approaching, and doing this and that, like these old school dating PUA tactics that simply don't work anymore, or at least they're not as effective as they used to be in this new modern society that we're in, and this new digital age that we're in. If you haven't adapted your dating strategy to match the new digital world that we're in, then simply you're not going to see the results that you want. And for me, starting my Digital Romeo service, that's where I've noticed the lack of evolution for most men. And that's why I believe most men, especially nowadays in the younger generation, are not seeing results. Your Instagrams suck. You have very shitty dating profiles. Your pictures suck. Your presentation sucks. Everything about your style and who you are cannot be conveyed in the most attractive way online. You might be able to do it in person, but online, you're nowhere to be found. You have no status. You're competing with guys like me. You're competing with other guys who know the game. So with that being said, this is where I'm blaming the guys. You guys need to take more advantage of this digital marketplace and focus on really getting into that top 20%, even starting in the top 30%, guys. Just a small improvements can really make a big transformative difference in your dating life. And if you need more help with that, then check out my Digital Romeo service. I'll leave the link down below. Now, also where I'm blaming the men is most men have no idea of the sexual market value and the realization when it comes to hypergamy in the marketplace. What I mean by this, and I say this a lot, is that as a man, you're mostly going to attract, not chase, but you're mostly going to attract women 1 to 2 points below your own personal SMV. This includes your looks, this includes your status, resources, all the above, right? But as men, we do have that grass is greener for mentality, and we're always chasing the beauty, the most beautiful woman on IG, the most beautiful woman on dating apps. Well, you got to look at yourself and be realistic. If I'm a 6, then why is this 8 going to give me any sort of attention or time of day? I have no status. I have no money. I'm an average looking guy. I really even haven't tried to make myself look better. Why is this woman going to choose me? So what guys end up doing is chasing and simping, and that skews up the dating market even more. And then you're just left frustrated because you constantly keep getting rejected. And then once you get rejected enough times, you're like, okay, women aren't for me, modern women aren't for me. But the truth is, you were just shooting out your league the whole entire time. When people talk about leagues, all they're talking about is sexual market value differences. Whenever a girl says, I'm out of his league, what she means is that she perceives herself to be better than you.
Yep.
What is that again?
That is a
looks, money, status, all the above. She overall has a higher sexual market value than you. So you have a few options. Either you can raise your sexual market value through working and putting in the effort to become better. Remember the last one in the article, how men don't want to become better? I agree with that at some point because men overall, I've noticed, are lazy. You don't want to put in the effort to get better. So you keep getting the same results or worse, and then you're upset at the woman for not wanting you. Come on, man, you gotta get better. You gotta increase, improve little by little, month by month, year by year. And I made this realization back in 2018 whenever I was frustrated with my own dating results. Now, the second thing you can do is just simply fall within your league or sexual market value and understand and accept that you're not going to be able to attract the woman that you actually want until you get better. So you can either cease dating for the time being or just kind of date below your league and just focus on what you're attracting now and then just hope over time it improves. Now, another point that's not mentioned through all these stats and graphs and all that stuff is that a lot of men just are opting out of dating due to frustration, or they could just be focusing on their purpose, right? I've met a few guys who just say, fuck women for the time being, let me just focus on this grind, and then when the time comes, I'm going to get back to dating, wherever the case may be. For me, I really didn't operate that way. I was more in a relationship whenever I was. However, I was able to still level up and improve while dating. And through that, I was able to learn human nature. I was able to get my hands-on experience with women so that when I came time to actually vetting the right girl, I knew what will be beneficial and what will be a good asset in my life. And that's why I believe guys should actually focus on their purpose while at the same time dating casually, not like a crazy big roster of girls, but a small number would be fine. And that way you can get some experience while also building your purpose and also learning
the young boy
management. Now, overall, like I said, there are a lot of theories as to why men are single. However, in my experience, that has been the reason why. It's not only the woman's fault, but it's also our fault too. And even though I know women never take accountability, us men are taking more accountability on why we're not seeing the results that we want. Because trust me, once you improve your looks, once you improve your money, once you improve your, it's pretty good out here at the top, man. I ain't gonna lie. You get your pick of the choosing, and it gets better from here. All right. So don't forget to check out Luke Chu. Link will be down below.
Like, to be honest, the man's has a point. The man's has a point, man. This is what we speak about every day in the So this is what we speak about, man. The mentality, the movement of what it is now, man, in our modern era, in our modern stage, man. It's all leveling up. You don't really get there, man. To the best of the best, to the top of the top. You dig what I'm saying? To the top of the top. But yeah, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, man. I was just watching this shit, reacting to it, man. Just, yeah, man. It is what it is. Gone. And